All right, are we ready to get our Optic baseball on tonight? Yeah, it should be fun. A new release. I always look forward to it. It's going to take us a little while, though. It does have quite a few cards in it, so it'll be a fairly long break, but hopefully it's going to be worth it, right? We're looking to find some heat in here. But first things first, let's go over our information so that we are all on the same page with what is happening around here. So feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. One of the many bonuses of automation. The other one is, hey, no waiting. We like that. And of course, the other thing is a big thank you. I am happy that you're here. I always like having the company when I break. And of course, I appreciate you bidding with me as well. We are taking a look now at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, it's going to be a 10-box case of TriStar autographed mini football helmets, and then we'll follow that up with an 8-box case of Finest Baseball. On Friday night, it's a 20-box case of Clearly Authentic Baseball and a 20-box case of Archives Signature Series Retired Player Edition. Those, while in a 20-box case quantity, are, of course, loose boxes from a shared case, or shared cases, I should say. Saturday and Sunday are both off nights, and we are going to come back on Monday night and break a 12-box case of Luminance football. So that is what it looks like in the days ahead. Here's what you need to know about what we are working on tonight. It's just the one break, which is our Optic baseball. I expect it to be out the door and on the way to you approximately Saturday. Now that's, again, plus or minus a day, meaning if everything goes well, it might go out a little earlier than that. And if something goes off the rails, it might go a day later than that. But as it stands right now, I feel like it'll probably be out the door roughly Saturday. All the cards do ship in this break, so we don't need to worry about consolation cards. There's a zillion, trillion, million cards in a case of Optics, so every team is going to pull cards. No need to worry about consolation in there. Everybody is all paid up tonight, so we don't have to worry about that either. We can keep on trucking. It is a 12-box case of, or case quantity of Donruss Optic baseball. As mentioned in the listing description, these are loose boxes from shared cases. This is break number 1, and of course it ended on eBay the same night we are breaking it, which is Wednesday night, the 22nd of July, same night it came out, or same day it came out, released today. Team names can be found on the left-hand side of the spreadsheet, and if you're one of our lucky winning bidders tonight, your eBay user ID is going to be up in lights across from your team there on the opposite side. And yeah, I guess that's all the news we need to do there. Last little piece of business before we can get started ripping. I am getting ready to mess with your focus. That's right, your background's about to get blurry, which is on purpose, so don't you worry about that, though. We're going to be able to look at our cards without all that pesky zooming in and out. That's the important part, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so we got to load up here. Got 12 boxes of this, and it takes a long time to get through 12 boxes, primarily because they put so many flipping packs in every box. Doesn't take that long to look at 80 cards, but it takes a long time to open the 20 packs. We are looking for 2 autographs per box. You'll notice it says on average, which Panini always says that. And that is there really for a couple of reasons. One is because every once in a while they don't give us a hit that we're supposed to have, and that on average acts as a little CYA for Panini. The other reason is that sometimes they replace one or more of our hits with a Panini Rewards Point card. That happens more frequently, and if that happens to us tonight, we will, of course, simply use random.org at the end of the night to find a new home for any points cards that we might come up with. T-Man is here, and Bobby B. Hey, hey, hey to you, Bobby B. I haven't seen you in ages in chat. How you been, man? What's been going on? And Jay Allen is here. Hi, Jay Allen. I know who you're looking for. He says Rhys Hoskins has an autograph in this set, and for those of you who might not know this about Jay Allen, he has an amazing collection of Rhys Hoskins autographs. The last count was what, 420 something? Was it like 426 or something like that? It was a tremendous number of them. So yeah, we know you're looking to add to your Rhys Hoskins collection, and I'm going to do my best to try and make that happen for you tonight, if there's any way possible, of course. And you've got the Braves tonight, T-Man. All right, we'll work on Atlanta for you and the Phillies for Jay Allen. He says that this is the first time all year that Hoskins has signed for Panini. So, well, there you go. Maybe he had some free time. You would think, right? Like every sports, there's no excuse to not have redemptions back if you're an athlete at this point because of all the shutdowns. Everybody should have had time to sign their stuff by now. Although I got an email from Brian Gray, who runs Leaf Trading Cards, and apparently a bunch of his staff came down with COVID, and then between that and all the other production delays and things that they've been experiencing, he said they've had a devil of a time getting their stuff back, and so he's pushed back all of the Leaf releases, every single one of them. Some of them pushed back by 3 or 4 months, some of them only by 3 or 4 weeks, but it does look like we won't be getting any new Leaf releases, at least for a little while. All right, so what we're going to do in this first box is talk a little bit about what we're seeing as we go through, and then we'll go a little faster through subsequent boxes. So these, of course, are examples, or those were, of just base cards. We don't care that much about straight-up base cards. We'll kind of cut a path through them. This, of course, is an example of a Diamond Kings insert. It is unnumbered. We may find some that are numbered, but the ones that are unnumbered will just keep right on trucking past them because they're essentially a base insert. Here is an example of a base prism, and again, this is unnumbered, so those silver base prisms, for the most part, we will, other than out of this first box, we'll kind of, you know, I may say the name of the player or the team name, and then otherwise we'll keep going on those as well. Here is a stained glass insert. We will probably find some of those that are, I would imagine, prisms are numbered somewhere along the way. Maybe, again, that was just a base one, so we don't worry too much about those. There's a Wander Franco for the Tampa Bay Rays. That is a mythical insert. You can see it is a prism version of the insert, but it is not numbered. So there's an example of mythical that isn't a prism and also, of course, isn't going to be numbered. Here's the prism version of a Diamond Kings insert. Once again, those base versions, not numbered. Here's an Illusions insert. We'll, I'm sure, see plenty of those as well. Just kind of trying to hit the high points of our various inserts. That's one of the anniversary looks, I believe. Or a throwback, rather. It's Cal Ripken on there. So, and there's a Gary Carter prism. Again, no numbering. And let's see what else we've got. So we won't continue as we go along. We won't flip the ones in every box that we know are unnumbered. We're just doing it in this box to establish the fact that they are unnumbered. Why do I always forget the name of this pattern? Oh man, somebody help me out. What's the name of this pattern? And it only comes up like in Optic and 1 or 2 releases, and every single time I forget the name of the pattern. Anyway, it is pink. It's numbered to 199. It's going to the Nationals, and it's Max Scherzer. And somebody in a minute will remind me what the name of that pattern is that I have forgotten at this moment in time. I believe this will probably be numbered. We're going to flip it and find out. It is Brian Anderson, and indeed it is. It is numbered to 76, as in 1776, right? So we got all the little stars and stripes. That's their nod to the 4th of July, one would assume. That's what it looks like. And an Illusions prism there coming along. All right, what else have we got? Ozzy's here. Hi, Ozzy. How are you? And Jay Allen, you're up to 443 for Rhys Hoskins. So you're even more, you got even more than I thought you had. You've added some since I last had the count. So you are rocking on that, my friend. That is a Jared Kalenic for the Mariners. That one is a rated prospect. Those, of course, in here the same as our rated rookies. That one was a prism but was not numbered. This, again, rated rookie prism. Yamamoto, Marlins, unnumbered. And now we're going to take a look at some of the meat of it. You probably saw it a minute ago, and I just didn't want to see it, our third card out, so I shuffled it a little bit to look at it, save it. It is numbered to 75. It's headed to the Cubbies, and it is Nico Hornerer, your young rookie there for the Cubbies. And here is this pattern again in the different color. Why can't I? It'll hit me probably in the middle of the night. Numbered to 35. This is Garrett Cole and the New York Yankees. What else do we have? There's a Paddock for the Padres, of course. And it looks like Sam Hilliard is our next autograph, and that's the Colorado Rockies on a base autograph. So I saw an article, there's a Josh Donaldson Minnesota Twins stained glass insert about Sam Hilliard, and I guess his dad has, was it ALS? His dad has something, if it wasn't ALS, or it was similar to ALS, but has been able to, I guess because of COVID and everything, has been able to go watch some of the, I guess, this second pass at exhibition games and spring training and stuff for his son, who is Sam Hilliard, because, you know, there haven't been crowds there and stuff, so he actually got a chance to go into the mostly empty stadium and see his son play some. So there was a story about that. I didn't really have time to click into it and read it. I just kind of got the gist of it there on the headline, first paragraph or so, but it sounded like it was a cool thing for Sam and his dad. Somebody's going to send in a Guinness Book of World Records suggestion for Jay Allen's autograph count on Rhys Hoskins. I like it. Let's do it. Stang Lover's going to do it. All right, do it, Stang. How you been, man? Velocity. Thank you, Ozzy. Yes, that was bugging me. So it is pink and teal Velocity that we have seen. Yes, I knew that. That was going to bug me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure you typed it in there a minute ago, but I'm just now glancing back over there in chat to see it. Jay Allen, you're waiting on a couple more to come in, so by the end of the week, you're going to be at 445. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot to keep up with. I like it, though. I like it. It's a lot of work to accomplish that feat. Richard's here. Hi, Richard. Who have you got in here tonight, Richard? Tell us how you're feeling about things. How the mojo needs to flow for you tonight. You've got the Nationals. Okay. Well, the very first thing we saw was a numbered Max Scherzer. It was an autograph, but still, the first numbered card we saw was, I'm pretty sure it was Scherzer. So I think at least that's probably a sign in the right direction for your Nationals. There's Marco Gonzalez, Seattle Mariners with a base prism. There's a mythical for the Blue Jays. There's Kirby Puckett, Minnesota Twins. And we have Brock Burke, Texas Rangers, followed by Little Wander Franco and Tampa Bay Rays. Now, most of these I will not sleeve as we go because there are so many of them. They'll be sleeved after the fact on those base unnumbered prisms and inserts. A few of them we may do as we go along, but the vast majority of those will probably just wait. I'll wait and do those after the break, because otherwise, believe it or not, all that adds up to take a lot more time than you would think it would if we do it going live. So we do our numbered stuff live mostly and our other stuff after the fact. There's Pink Velocity. That is Jose Ramirez, 199 Cleveland Indians. And I saw another headline that said that the Cleveland Indians are considering and discussing changing their name, which I didn't think was really supposed to, that, you know, most Native Americans, I think, didn't really consider that one to be offensive, I guess, but I think Cleveland is considering changing it anyway. It's A.J. Puck for the Oakland A's, base prism autograph. But, you know, I'm kind of not surprised, really. There's Chris Paddock, Padres. It probably, realistically, it's, you know, it's not the same as the Redskins. That one had to go for Washington. Number to 76, that's the Angels and Matt Vice. And I'm not surprised, though, that the Indians are going. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Braves didn't end up changing theirs, too. Don Mattingly for the New York Yankees. There's Illusions Whit Merrifield, Kansas City Royals. Here is a little Diamond Kings Nolan Arenado for the Rockies. I know you saw that one a while ago, but I just wanted to keep a little suspense for later. It's the Detroit Tigers. It's Travis Demeritte or something maybe not even close to that. But either way, the important part is the Detroit Tigers. So if you have them, that one's headed your way. Here is Teal Velocity. It's Goldie. Mr. Paul Goldschmidt is number 235, and it is headed to St. Louis and the Cardinals. On the other side, there's Charlie Morton. That's the Tampa Bay Rays. And that locks up box number 2. I just looked over there and T-Man says A.J. Puck auto. Those are rare. Yeah. A lot of those Oakland A's guys have seemingly signed, well, endless numbers of autographs. The Oakland A's have been coming out of every product in mass quantity, both Topps and Panini. It's just crazy how many A's you get at any given time. Richard says until they changed the team name because it offended somebody, talking about your Nationals. Yeah, I mean, you know, well, we're just in that time right now where a lot of things are going to take place, and we've seen it, of course, across a number of brands. I mean, Mrs. Butterworth, that's going to be no more, at least with the shape of the bottle and that type thing. They got rid of the Uncle Ben's rice. They're not going to have, I mean, it's going to be Uncle Ben's rice, but it's not going to have the same imagery as it had previously. Ditto with Aunt Jemima. That's another, of course, syrup like Mrs. Butterworth's. Quaker Oats, I want to say, something to do, maybe it wasn't Quaker Oats, but there's something else. There's some other thing that they also got rid of, and I saw most recently that there is a petition for Trader Joe's to get rid of some of the imagery on their packaging. And I can't even think what the imagery looks like on Trader Joe's packaging. Is that awful? I guess it is, but I've never even really thought about or noticed what Trader Joe's uses, so I don't know. I don't know about that, but anyway. Craig is here. Hi, Craig. What's happening, Craig? Jay Allen says there are some people that list A.J. Puck as A.J. Puke on eBay. I wonder if it gets filled in there by autocorrect. You would have to think that it does, like somebody's listing from their phone or something. Because if you try to type in A.J. Puck on your phone, it is absolutely going to autocorrect Puck to Puke. It just is. So you got to wonder if somebody's listing that way. You wouldn't, you know, you figure they want to sell it, so they probably wouldn't purposefully call him A.J. Puke, although maybe they would. I don't know. Everybody's got their own thing, I guess. That is a Tommy Edman base prism. That just went by us there, followed by a Nate Pearson for Toronto. And there's a Diamond Kings Paul Goldschmidt. Of course, again, calling out either the name of the player or the team or both on the unnumbered prisms and prism inserts. Edwin Rios makes an appearance on a pink Velocity autograph headed to Los Angeles and the Dodgers. Well, daggone, we've got them both right there together, and usually I like to save one, but we're not going to this time. It is Jesus Luzardo. That is another one for the Oakland A's with a base prism autograph. On the back side, there's Jake Rogers for the Detroit Tigers. Here is a pink velocity that is Trent Grisham. And that one heads to the Padres, numbered to 199, as all the pink velocities are that are not signed anyway. Sometimes when they're signed, they're different. So Tyrone Taylor for the Brewers. Illusions, Joey Votto and the Reds, my little Cincinnati Reds. It's Detroit Tigers. This one should be numbered to 76. It's Brian Anderson. And, in fact, it is to 76. Let's go into the Miami Marlins. First time we've seen this particular red, white, and blue combo so far tonight. It's Javi Baez and the Cubs, and it is numbered to 150. So first time we've seen that little patriotic combo, isn't it? And stained glass insert, Sugo for the Tampa Bay Rays, Prism version. An Aristides Aquino for the Reds, that is the Rookies, is the insert set. Might be the first Prism one of the Rookies that we've seen tonight, or Prism version, I guess I should say, of the Rookies insert. And there's Madison Bumgarner, Diamondbacks. It messes me up to have to say Diamondbacks after the words Bumgarner, but nonetheless, that's where he is these days. So that's where it goes. So can you believe we are finally, that box is smashed up, kids. I think the cards will be okay inside, mainly because they've got a pretty good little buffer in there. And I think that's why they put that concrete. Let's try that again. It's not concrete. That's why they put the cardboard in the bottom to help protect the, the cards further. Not concrete. That'd be a little heavy to ship, but you got the idea. So tomorrow, opening day, finally, what are we, about 120 days late-ish? Past the original opening date, somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah, so opening day tomorrow, and Nationals-Yankees, our premier game, I guess, and Dr. Fauci, fittingly enough, is going to be throwing out the first pitch. So I can't remember what the time is, though. I can't remember the time that the game starts. I want to say it's in the afternoon, but I cannot recall the specifics. You would think I would know. It should be cemented in all of our brains. But I've had a lot going on this week, I tell you. So, I don't know. Jay Allen, this says, it is your last box. You'll check back if you can't sleep. All right, we'll work on the Phillies for you, my friend. Richard says, what's in a hot box? I don't know what's in the hot box this year. We'll know it when we see it, though, usually. It generally has a lot more parallels or inserts, and you kind of know it when you see it, sort of thing. But I don't really remember what it said was in a hot box this year. But there usually are hot boxes. In Optic, maybe extra autographs in Optic, but, don't totally quote me on that. Because different products have different type of hot boxes, and one of them does have some extra autos. I want to say this might be that, but I wouldn't swear to that. So I don't know for sure, but maybe. All right. We will see what we can do. Galarraga, that is, of course, for the Expos. Now, Montreal Expos of days gone by are the Nationals of today's world. There is a Michael King out. And so the Expos go to the Nationals. Any team that we have that has changed its name, changed its franchise name or location, cards just follow the franchise around, right? So Expos to Nationals is the moral of the story. Number to 75, it's Lewis Thorpe out for Minnesota. The Twins have an autograph. What did you say? Yeah, right. It says look for hot boxes, but what does it say? Oh, okay. Gotcha. There you go. Didn't even notice that. See? There you go. That's good. You're paying attention more than I am about the side of the box. So that's what it tells you. 5 autographs or 20 numbered prisms. So there you go. That's what a hot box will look like if we find one. I don't know if we will or not tonight, but if we do, that's apparently it'll be one of those two things. Christian Yelich, numbered to 35, the Milwaukee Brewers. So next up, there's an Elvis Andrus for Texas, the Rangers. Rangers. Yeah, sometimes the answer is like obvious, and I didn't even think to look up there. So thank you for that. Yeah, should have thought about that, huh? Here is a pink velocity. It is Mike Soroka for the Atlanta Braves. And there's an AJ Puck, Oakland A's. Ooh, this is nice. Joe Adell for the Angels, numbered to 35, rated prospect. Is a nice little hit for the Angels. Really nice on the Joe Adell. Like that a lot. So congrats, Angels, on your autograph hit. There's a mythical Pete Alonso Mets. There's a Gavin Lux stained glass. Do you know they're not? They don't have Gavin Lux on the roster. They sent him back down. Apparently his swing is off right now. Adley Rutschman, Orioles. And of course, they're going to try to bring him back up shortly. Thorpe and the Twins. But I was surprised about that. Robin Yount and the Brewers. Maybe the time off kind of messed him up since he's a young guy. I don't know. Machado, Padres. Let's go ahead and look at that other base. And then our first red of the night. And that brings us a little Matt Carpenter, numbered to 60 there for the St. Louis Cardinals. Matt Carpenter. So yeah, I was surprised about Gavin Lux in that regard. Had to have a little water break there. Gotta stay hydrated so we keep going. Ozzy, you like that Yelich that came out? Excellent. You have the Brewers tonight. Is that headed your way when it is all said and done? Richard said it wasn't a setup. Well, I know, but Richard, I should have noticed it. I mean, it does tell us right there, and I wasn't even looking at the boxes, honestly. Of course, I'm looking at the cards, and when I'm not looking at cards, I'm looking at the chat. But I do have a big stack of boxes that tell me on the side, so you know what? I should have noticed it, and I didn't. So I'm glad that Tomo came in there and said, hey, dummy, look on the side of the box. He said it nicer than that, of course. I'm sure he was thinking the dummy part, and I would have been too in his position, but yeah. At the end of the day, we figured it out thanks to Tomo reminding me that, yeah, it says it right there. So it is an either or, so we were both kind of right that some of them might have extra autographs, some of them might have numbered prisms. Of course, we don't know if we will find any tonight or not. That is part of when you do the loose box breaks. We might hit one, we might not hit one, we might hit more than one. That's the beauty of it. Oh, there are some people who do not like loose box breaks. I have always been the opposite opinion. Because I think, you know what, like think of a hot player, right? Like Dominguez. And if you were to open a sealed case, would you find multiple Dominguez in one sealed case? Not very likely. In loose boxes, might you find multiple of Dominguez? Yes, you might. So I always look at it as more of an opportunity and not a liability, but I certainly got some nice strongly worded messages from someone tonight about that, who accused me of being deceitful and trying to trick people and opening up cases and just mixing up boxes just to trick people. It's like, well, first of all, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I open up a sealed case and mix up the boxes? It's Charlie Morton to 75 for the Tampa Bay Rays. Of course, that's not what we do. I think you guys all know how it works. Sometimes distributors don't give you sealed cases. Sometimes they give you half cases. And when more than one of them gives you a half case, well, that's how you end up doing a break of loose boxes. Mackenzie Gore and the San Diego Padres with a Prism rated prospect. On this side, it is Adrian Morejon. That one is out numbered to 25 for the Padres. And then, of course, the other thing I thought that was interesting, it's like, well, if I'm trying to quote-unquote trick someone, why would I, like, put in giant letters in bold and underlined and twice the size of everything else to say that they're loose boxes if I didn't want someone to know? So, but people get like that. I mean, you would be surprised at the things people will say sitting behind their keyboards. Numbered to 125, that is Dustin May for the Dodgers. And then we have a pink Velocity here for Shane Bieber to 199. That one's going to Cleveland. And you know what I think I should do? Let me just real quickly sort through. There's not a big stack. I just want to put separately the ones that are lower numbered, because we probably won't recap all the higher numbered ones, but we will recap the lower numbered ones. Ozzy has got the Brew Crew tonight. All right, Ozzy, Brewers it is. Vlad Guerrero Jr., that is numbered to 50. It's going to the Blue Jays. I saw a couple of little things peeking out of this, and this seems like it might be a hot box, doesn't it? I'm feeling like it's our 20 numbered Prisms hot box. Numbered to 75, it's Buster Posey for the Giants. I'm feeling a lot like it is our hot box of numbered Prisms, because it is. That's what. Logan Allen and the Cleveland Indians out next. That's an autograph. And our numbered Prism here is Joey Gallo. That heads to the Texas Rangers, numbered to straight up 100. Matt Chapman, Oakland A's. Now, this is an Oakland A you don't see nearly as much. Numbered to 35. It's your veteran slugger, Matt Chapman, out for the A's with a nice little hit. And then we have Yu Chang, Cleveland Indians to 125. Number 276, this is Mondesi and Kansas City. Did that say 76 or 75? It does say 76. Right after I said 76, which I've been saying all night, I then thought, oh no, does that really say 75? See, now I'm not sure of myself about anything. There's Jake Rogers, 125, Detroit Tigers. The rookies. Oh, nice for the White Sox. There's Mr. Robert with an insert that is also a Prism. Francisco Lindor, that is Cleveland Indians to 150. A pink Velocity. And that goes to the Oakland A's with Sheldon Neuse. It's to 199. Got a base Prism Barrios for the Minnesota Twins. And another stack yet to go, which undoubtedly is going to have more numbered stuff in it. There's a Cody Bellinger Dodgers, Diamond Kings Prism insert to 199. Pink Velocity. Josh Donaldson for the Minnesota Twins. There's Dwight Gooden, Mets. Then we have got Domingo, I don't never pronounce this right either, Leiba, I don't know. It's to 150. It's going to the Diamondbacks, despite the fact that I butchered the name. Palumbo, Texas Rangers. Next up, it is an All-Stars, Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr., 125, Atlanta Braves. Another red one, it's going to the Texas Rangers. It's Elvis Andrus, and it is numbered 260. And then we have a Corey Kluber for the Texas Rangers for a base Prism. This ought to be relatively low numbered. Whit Merrifield, Kansas City Royals, and in fact it is low number of 10. We have an Illusions Otani Angels Prism. Pink Velocity Austin Meadows for the Tampa Bay Rays, numbered to 199. A Pink Velocity Sam Hilliard, Colorado Rockies. It is also numbered to 199. There's a Bryce Harper Stained Glass Prism for the Phillies. And Graterol comes out for the Dodgers, numbered to 25. A base prism for Solak and the Rangers. And that hot box was loaded up with numbered parallels. 20, apparently, numbered prisms, now that we know where to find that information. That tells us there would be 20 of them in there that we just saw. Yeah, so... Richard, you need a Soto. You need us to find some Juan Soto for you. All right, my friend, let's try and locate some Juan Soto magic for you in here then. T-Man says, did Atlanta change their name already? There's no Braves to be seen. Yeah, other than that Acuna, that's all we saw, I guess, right? Out of the hot box, maybe was that. Hi, Michael. Michael's here cheering for the Red Sox. All right, go Boston. It's a party. Yeah, I haven't seen... there's a few teams that have been a little MIA so far, but we've only been through 5 boxes. So this is box number 6 that's coming out of the wrappers right now. So we still have a pretty good amount to look through. So if we haven't hit your team quite yet, not to worry. We're going to come across them hopefully before too long. Maybe. We're going to try anyway to get something that makes everybody happy would be the goal. Doesn't always work that way, but we certainly try to. You know, I wonder how these guys are. Some of these guys, you see them practicing and playing in their masks, and I honestly do not know how they do that. I mean, of course, I have asthma, but even so, I try to wear a mask for any length of time, and it's not fun. Anything other than the paper ones are really hard for me to breathe through, period. The paper ones I can breathe through okay, but they get so hot in this weather, like in no time at all. And I could not imagine playing sports in a mask. I think I would probably pass out. But some of those guys definitely seem to be doing it, so I don't know. I guess that's what it's like when you're young and in shape and not asthmatic, I suppose. Jake Rogers and the Detroit Tigers. Oh, boy, we're on a run with this guy tonight. A.J. Puck and the Oakland A's. This is the second A.J. Puck autograph that we've seen tonight so far. We still got a ways to go. There's a nice one. Yordan Alvarez, numbered to 150, making the Astros a little happier now that they've heard their name called at least once. There's Evan White Stained Glass, Tampa Bay Rays. There's an A.J. Puck for the rookies, the A's. Cal Ripken Orioles Prism insert. Bumgarner Diamondbacks Prism. I thought that mythical was a prism for a moment, but it isn't. I was just imagining things. Charlie Morton, Tampa Bay Rays. Nick Madrigal, nice for the White Sox. There's a little rated prospect that is also a shiny little prism, a shiny new prism. Just the kind we like, our favorite kind. Let's go ahead and grab this because it's numbered and I see it up there, so let's just grab it. That's Mr. Justin Verlander. That's also headed to Houston. It is numbered to 150 for the Astros. Goldschmidt again. We've seen him a bunch in various inserts tonight so far. Then it is Gonzalez, Seattle Mariners. Bobby Bradley, Cleveland Indians. And there is Bobby Bradley. Makes me think of Bobby B, who was with us earlier. Might still be with us. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Thomas says, where the Yankees are hiding in this break. I know, right? Where are the Yankees? We need to find you some Yankees, don't we? Trevor Story and the Rockies. We do need to ramp it up in the second half for a few teams, don't we? And there's a Diamond Kings Pink Velocity insert to 199 Mariners Marco Gonzalez. Took a minute to get all that out, didn't it? But eventually, we get it done. Yeah, Thomas, we got to work on the mojo for your Yankees. I know Jay Allen still needs some Phillies. We need some more Braves for T-Man. We got quite a few mojo requests that we're still working on here that we haven't quite come across yet. So hopefully, out of the second half of the case, we're right now at the halfway point. So we've opened 6. We have 6 remaining. The one I'm opening being one of those 6. The ones that are coming out of the wrappers now, I mean. So maybe we're going to get lucky and find all that stuff and more, we hope, in the back half of the case. Or the back half of the 12 boxes in this instance. Yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. I do love this product, but I say it every time I break it. Please put more cards in each pack and give us less packs per box. I don't want to open 20 packs every box. It takes us forever to do that. How about 8 cards in a pack and 10 packs instead of 4 cards in a pack and 20 packs? That's all I'm saying, Tops. You could give us a little help there. We have got a redemption, and, oh, do you know what that means? If you've been here before, you do. If you don't, you're about to find out. I leave him face down until the end of the night. I know, cruel and unusual, right? It's Dustin May, the rookies, Prism, Dodgers. But yeah, that's what we do. They all sit right up there in what I call our housekeeping area. And there's Domingo for the Diamondbacks. Then at the end of the night, we'll flip it over. We'll find out who is on the other side. And then we'll go to the Panini website, find out what, if anything, it's numbered to, etc. How you like that, kids? That is the Astros and Mr. Yordan Alvarez on the Stars and Stripes insert. Yes, indeed. There's a little rare one for the Astros. Not numbered, but nonetheless worth talking about. And good that it came up Alvarez, I guess. If you've got the Astros, you think it's good. That was Tristan Lutz, Milwaukee Brewers. Followed by Ketel Marte on a stained glass, Diamondbacks. And then we've got Zach Collins, the White Sox. Kyle Lewis, Seattle Mariners. That numbered to 125. Mr. Mike Trout on a Diamond Kings insert parallel, numbered to 100 even for the Angels. There's a Yelich Diamond Kings Prism, Brewers. Mythical Aaron Judge Yankees insert Prism. Some more red, white, and blue. Manny Machado Padres 150. We haven't seen our other autograph yet, have we? Right? We've just gotten the one that's the redemption so far, I think. So it should be one more coming up on us here shortly, I would think. Jonathan VR, Miami Marlins. On the flip side there, Matt Carpenter, the Cardinals, base prism. Here's our other autograph. It's going to San Francisco. All right, San Francisco Giants have Logan Webb, base autograph. Aw, Barry Larkin, my man Barry Larkin, Cincinnati Reds, base prism insert. All right. This box is fairly well smacked up too. Several of these are, now that I'm actually looking at them. There's a handful of them that have kind of messed up corners, but cards were okay inside the other one. Hopefully they are going to be okay inside of this one. We certainly hope they are anyway. Sometimes the boxes, I used to, whenever I got them and the outer boxes had any kind of damage on them, I would send them back. And I wouldn't accept them. And by outer boxes, I don't mean always this. Usually, you know, most things are in sealed cases. And even if the case had like a little dent or ding on it, a lot of times I'd send it back because I'd be so paranoid about whether or not the stuff inside would be okay. And then the last probably year or year and a half, most of the time, even if you get one that is smashed up, you're just out of luck because they don't have anything to trade it out with. So these days, you just kind of have to take it and hope it comes out all right. And if it doesn't come out all right, then you have to send them into Panini and let them replace them because distributors don't have the, which is where I get my stuff from. They don't have the, what am I saying, the inventory to replace it when you look at them and they're damaged on the outside. Of course, it makes them that much happier. Some of them used to not be very happy with me when I would send stuff back, but it's like, you know what? I don't want to open it and have it be all beat up. I didn't pay to get something all beat up, so why should I have to take it that way? Of course, realistically, most of the time, the cards inside probably were fine, but I just didn't want to ever take the chance. These days, we have to just take what they give us most of the time. I also used to, many of you probably remember this because you have been breaking with me for years, a lot of you. I never used to accept loose boxes either. I would just be like, hey, if you can't send me the sealed case, then, you know, I don't want your half case or your third of a case or 2/3 of a case or whatever the quantity was. I would just be like, no, it's sealed case or nothing. Well, I had to give up on that, too, about a year ago, because these days it is so hard to get product. You have to take what they will give you. And if they give you a half case, you take it. And if they give you a case and a half, you take it. If they give you a case and 2 boxes, you take it. You just figure it out later. There's Aaron Nola, Phillies. So it's changed a lot in the last few years, the way all this stuff flows. Devers, Red Sox, 199 pink velocity. Keith Hernandez, Mets. Stained glass, Gleyber Torres, Yankees. So, yeah, it's crazy these days. I mean, crazy. Can't get anything in any quantities, no matter what it is. Stuff I used to get 3, 4 cases of, 5 cases of easily. I'm lucky if I get 1, 1.5, 2 cases this year. To 150 Trey Mancini Orioles. They are just making life tough right now. In terms of volume, anyway. Mr. Jack Flaherty, and that, I don't know why I sleeved it live, but I did. It's already done. So, St. Louis Cardinals would have been done later anyway. It's just I've been trying to save time. So, Andrew Vaughn and the Chicago White Sox, rated prospect. Ooh, this is going to be nice. We've been hitting him a lot lately. Fernando Tatis Jr., the Padres, numbered to 50. And we have been hitting a lot of Tatis Inc. these days. We've been on a little run with him. So, Padres, congratulations on that one. Nice addition to somebody's collection. Austin Meadows, Tampa Bay Rays, followed by Tatis there. Diamond Kings Prism. Bo Bichette, Blue Jays Prism. This is a bookend autograph too, I believe. Oakland A's, Sheldon Noose, although this one's to 99. I think the other one might have been a base auto. But Oakland continues on their strong run tonight, racking up the hits. Bobby Bradley and the Cleveland Indians, numbered to 125. And there's a Gavin Lux, the rookies, Prism, insert, Dodgers. Ozzy, Atlanta Braves. And a Yordan Alvarez base card is the last thing we saw there. So, all right, kids. We have got 4 boxes left. So we have opened 8. We have 4 remaining. Let's see if we can find something fabulous out of this. Here's hoping anyway, right? I think maybe next week when we get Elite Football. Maybe we don't have any releases Friday of this week, which that's, you know, been the norm since we got everything fired back up, had been getting stuff on Wednesday and Friday, but this week Wednesday only, so a little bit more like the old days when we had usually once a week and occasionally twice a week, whereas in recent months we've been almost all twice a week. So I don't know if they're settling back down. Maybe they're starting to get caught up there at the printers and going to get things maybe back to normal a little bit. We hope. Assuming that Texas doesn't have to shut back down, because that's where all this stuff is printed. Although if I were Topps and Panini, I would have spent the last 2 months or so since everything opened back up. I would have spent those 2 months finding myself some backup printers in other states. Just in case something happened again, you wouldn't be high and dry with nobody to print your cards. Which is what happened to him the last time, caught him off guard a bit. But who knows if they've made contingency plans or not. Hope we don't have to find out. Dylan Cease, White Sox. Feels like there's one stuck to it because there was one stuck to it. It was an Aaron Judge, Pink Velocity. Yankees, 199. Garrett Cole, Yankees. Might be a Yankees box, who knows. We have Danny Mendick. And if I can get a sleeve open. So there's a nice little, I like his autograph. Isn't that a nice looking signature? I think it is. So there was a Danny Mendick for the White Sox. I think we might be finding ourselves in another hot box, and this one might be an autograph version. Rojas, Diamondbacks, 199. I don't know for sure that we are, but I think we might be. Shed Long for the Seattle Mariners, and that is on the Optic Autographs card set, sticker auto, and I'm pretty sure we are now in the autograph hot box. Haha, how you like that? Alonso and the Mets. So our little loose box break is so far dealt us 2 hot boxes. I'll take it. Take it all day long, my friends. Rhys Hoskins, Phillies. Keston Hiura, Brewers. Our next autograph out of this box, it goes to the Padres. That's Andres Munoz. And that's our 3rd one out of this box. Yeah, right? Yeah, White Sox, the one for the Mariners, and that one for the Padres. Yeah. Here comes our 4th one out of this box. It's a big one. That is one Yordan Alvarez for the Houston Astros. How you like that, Astros? Somewhere, though, there should still be one more autograph in here, because we know now there's supposed to be 5. Arias, Minnesota Twins with a prism. There's a Dominguez prism. Rated prospect for the New York Yankees. And what else is waiting for us in here? A little red, white, and blue Anthony K. Toronto Blue Jays to 150. And then we have Azarena, Tampa Bay Rays prism. A mythical Juan Soto for the Nationals. So we did find you a Juan Soto, not what you wanted probably. I'm guessing you wanted the autograph, but hey, we're at least working in the right direction for you. Trying my best there to make something happen. And the 5th autograph out of this hot box is Justin Dunn, and that is going to the Mariners. The Mariners ended up getting 2 out of this box, but this one is numbered to 10 for the Justin Dunn. So not too shabby there, Mariners. Dave Winfield, Yankees prism. All right, we have still got 3 boxes left to go. Maybe we'll find another hot box. Could be. Could be. 2 so far. We'll take them if they'll give them to us, right? So yeah, I'm wondering what, do you guys think that we'll actually get in the full 60-game season and the postseason? So far, I think they've been in pretty good shape. Percentage-wise, the number that have come back positive since they kind of started following their protocol for round 2 of spring training 2.0, I think their percentage of positives amongst everybody, players, staff, the whole shebang, has only been like 1% or something. I mean, quite low, relatively speaking. Of course, nobody's had to travel yet either. That may introduce a new element of things. But, you know, maybe if they keep going like that, maybe they do get the whole 60 games in. Poor Toronto, they can't even play in their home stadium because Canada said, not so much. Canada's like, yeah, you'd be traveling back and forth from the U.S. and they're kind of booming right now, so yeah, hard pass. So I don't know exactly where Toronto is going to play, but I'm sure it'll be somewhere, you know, New York, Maryland, Philadelphia kind of area, somewhere in that part of the world, I would imagine. So I would think that that it would be. Javi Baez Cubbies, that is pink velocity to 199. Mythical Mike Trout, Dodgers. And there is Brock Burke, Rangers. Arenado, Rockies. This one should be numbered to 76 when we flip it. Sean Murphy, the Oakland A's. And yes, indeed it is. A nice patriotic 76. That one is numbered 2. There's Jake Rogers, Tigers. Green. Ooh, it's our first green of the night. And green in here might be numbered to 5. But I think Panini has them numbered pretty low in Optic. Unlike Topps, they do not number the same color the same way in every product as Topps does. They bounce them all over the place in Panini's world. says Brandon Lowe. It's the Tampa Bay Rays, and yes, it is to 5. Woohoo! Number 5 of 5, even last in the series. How about that, Tampa Bay? That helps you out a little bit, perhaps. That's Brian Reynolds, Pittsburgh Pirates. There's an Illusions Jordan Alvarez, Astros. And we have got ourselves a Dalton Varsho autograph. And that goes to the Diamondbacks. That's on one of the anniversary parallels. So D-backs, you get a cool one there of one of your good prospects. Yadi Molina, St. Louis Cardinals, Zach Collins. Some ink for the White Sox with Mr. Zach Collins. Thomas was the Jason Dominguez of Prism. I think that it was. I believe it was. Probably if I read it out by his name, it probably was. Because, you know, I usually either read out player name or team name on the Prisms. That is the Braves, Dale Murphy. I don't always say Prism after it every time because really, frankly, you would want to smack me if I said Prism every single time. So would everybody else, for that matter. I mean, I'd want to smack myself if I said it 800 times in a break. C.J. Abrams, that is a rated prospect Prism for the Padres. But yeah, so I believe the Dominguez was. Now, I don't have it sitting right next to me. It's down in the stack a bit by now, so I would not 100% swear to it, but I'm like 98% that it was, I believe. Joe Palumbo, Texas Rangers. That is number 250. Kind of a low number auto there for Texas. And this one I can't really pronounce too well. Devi Gruyan, and that's the Philadelphia Phillies. And I butchered, I'm pretty sure, both names. But either way, Jay Allen will be happy that he has at least somebody out for his Phillies. Bo Bichette, Toronto. So did we just get another autograph hot box and I just kind of didn't notice it until right now? But we did, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And that's another nice hit in this one. That's a Prism Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays. Yeah, because we just got Bichette, Gruyan, Palumbo, Zach Collins, Dalton Varsho. We sure did. Ha! See? I told you there were advantages to loose box breaks. We've had 3 hot boxes now. 2 autographs and 1 that was a Prism parallel, numbered Prisms. Stained Glass, Matt Chapman, Oakland A's. Ha-ha! Yeah, all right. Now you're liking the loose boxes, aren't you? We might still find more. So, 2 boxes left to go. And so far, so good. It took me a minute to realize we were in a hot box on that last one, didn't it? It kind of did. I was like, what were we on? Like autograph 3 or 4 before I figured it out. Oh, yeah, we've had more than 2 in here. Well, I'm telling you, you just get in kind of a rhythm and you don't always think about it until it becomes extremely obvious. Hey, wait a minute. Well, that pack really didn't want to cooperate. The last one was making life difficult there. Maybe it's operator error. Is that what you're thinking? I bet it is. Ozzy says the autographs all came out at the end of that box. Yeah, that did make me feel a little bit better, but it still did take me a minute to catch on. Still did take me a hot second to be like, hey, wait a minute. This is numbered to 76. It is Lorenzo Cain, the Milwaukee Brewers. I know. I didn't get enough sleep last night, or really any night this week. Not that that matters. I'd probably still been the same way. There's Owsley Cubbies, numbered to 25. Tommy Edman and the St. Louis Cardinals. Fireworks. Woohoo! Nice. There's another one that you don't see very often. So nice fireworks insert for Tommy Edman and the St. Louis Cardinals. A teal Velocity Diaz to 35 for the Miami Marlins. And then we have a Matt Chapman that is numbered to 25. We might be, for real, in another hot box. We might be in the numbered parallel again. That would be nice if we ended up 4. And I think we are. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. We're going to have 4 hot boxes this break. 2 that were numbered prism parallels and 2 that were auto parallels. And they were perfectly split. Isn't that lovely? It's to 199. That is Ozzie Albies and the Atlanta Braves. I'd say the odds of that were very low. To 125, Christian Yelich and the Brewers. And out of both of our hot boxes, we got a really good, solid rookie autograph. One of them had Jordan in it, and the other one had Bichette in it. So, Patrick Sandoval, number to 75. That goes to the Angels. There is a base prism, Eloy Jimenez, White Sox. Here comes an autograph, numbered to 5. Is this going to be signed? Yeah, it is. Miami Marlins to 5, Yamamoto. Woohoo! How you like it now? Tomo, you said you heard you get that split per case. You might, I don't know, but since we were doing, loose boxes that came from 2 different distributors, I didn't know if we'd get 1, 2, 3, 4, none. I mean, so considering that we had it as 6 boxes came from one place and 6 boxes came from another, and we ended up with 4 hot boxes evenly split between autos and numbered prisms, I think that turned out pretty well. It's numbered to 25. That's Blake Snell for the Tampa Bay Rays. Steven Strasburg and the Washington Nationals. It's numbered to 75. We've got a base prism Pujols for the Angels. This should be numbered to 76. Josh Bell and the Pirates. And we've got a mythical Tatis. That was a prism. Here comes Jeff McNeil for the Mets, numbered to even 100. There's a Shane Bieber for the Indians, pink Velocity Bolanos, and that is numbered to 199, going to the Padres. Mountcastle for the Orioles. I haven't said Orioles much tonight, so that'll probably make you happy to at least hear your team called out of there, right? Tim Anderson, numbered to 125, the White Sox. Jalen Davis, Giants. And then we have a Lance Lynn, numbered to 150. That would be the Texas Rangers. There's a stained glass Yelich for the Brewers. Pink Velocity, Travis, I'm just going to call him Travis D, to 199 for the Detroit Tigers. There's a base prism Matt Chapman, the Oakland A's, numbered 276. It is Trey Mancini and the Baltimore Orioles. Now they're coming on out of this last box, aren't they? Catching up with everybody else. The Marlins have Sandy to 150 with a red, white, and blue parallel. Illusions, Eloy, White Sox. A blue parallel for the White Sox. That is numbered to 75. It's Danny Mendick. And then you have a little Jose Canseco for the Oakland A's with prism. Jack Flaherty. This one is St. Louis Cardinals, numbered to 125. Another red, white, and blue. This one's Minnesota Twins, Lewis Thorpe, 150. And now we are rolling head first here into our final box, last box. So you know what time it is now. That's right, it's last box mojo time. So this is kind of where we collectively focus our energy. I'm just making sure I've got all the numbered stuff that is low numbered separated out while I'm taking a hot second here on a sidebar. But here in Last Box Mojo, of course, is where we hope to find just a little more fire to bring home the night. After we look through this last box, here's what's going to happen. We will flip over that redemption, find out who is on the other side of it, go to the Panini website, and take a little peek and find out what, if anything, that redemption is numbered to. After that, we will come back and recap our autographs and our cards that are numbered 99 and below. So anything that's numbered higher than 99, we're not going to recap. And of course, we don't recap all of the Prism parallels because, well, there's a blue zillion of those. But we do recap 99 and lower, as well as autograph parallels. And then after we do the recap, we will then take a look at the spreadsheet one more time. If you missed it earlier, that'll be another opportunity to find out when you can expect your item to ship, and also what's coming up in the days ahead. So yeah, that's how the next 20 minutes or so are going to play out as we work our way through winding down to the end here. Thomas says you are hoping for some Yankees hot box mojo. I hear you. I hear you. Let's try and cap it off with a Dominguez autograph. Wouldn't that be nice? I would like that very much if we could find that for you. We still need to find Rhys Hoskins. We still need to find the Juan Soto. We need to find some Braves. We got a lot of mojo requests in tonight that we're still trying to conjure up here as we roll into the end. That was Darryl Strawberry and the Mets. Next out, the Oakland A's. That's Marcus Semien. That is numbered to 100, straight up 100. Joe Palumbo, Rangers. Abo Bichette, the Rookies. Prism insert. I don't know why I usually sleeve those right at the time instead of after the fact. I don't know. I guess just because they're the Rookies and you don't see that card set as much. I mean, it's in there, but not as much, it seems like, as the others. At least not in the Prism part of it. Kyle Hendricks, Cubbies. Yu Chang and the Cleveland Indians. First autograph out of the last box. One left to see yet. Illusions, Mookie Betts, Dodgers. Oh, Red Sox. That's who else we needed mojo for, too. I just thought about that. There's an Aaron Judge for the Yankees, and that was a base Prism. Arias, Minnesota Twins, 125. And there's Alex Kirilloff, Minnesota Twins. That, of course, a rated prospect, also a Prism. And one little lonely stack left here brings us who? Who's it gonna deliver to us? Polar Bear, Pete Alonso, the Mets. Oh, Victor Mesa. All right. If you're the Marlins, that last box mojo worked out all right for you with Victor Mesa. That is a sticker autograph on this particular one, but nonetheless, Miami. Nice way to close it out there. Solak, Texas Rangers, Prism. And then we have a Bellinger for the Dodgers that is numbered to 100. A mythical Acuna for the Braves. All right, that is what we have that is live. But, of course, I do still have that redemption, which we're going to flip over here in just one hot little second. And we'll see who's on the other side of this. Let me get a few of our stacks kind of going here that we can deal with when we come back from checking this out. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Who's on the other side? Who got lucky? Oh, White Sox, who were probably really sweating it out up to this point. Robert, nice. Retro 1986 signatures. Sweet. That's a sweet little hit. I do not know if that will be numbered. I kind of think maybe not, but you never know. So we're going to go check it out. We are going to see what Panini has to say about whether or not it's numbered. Oh, yeah, that was a good way to end that, though. Of course, I thought we might pull a redemption, so I had everything up with the card set, just in case, just to be on the safe side. All right, what did I say we needed? Retro 1986 signatures. Retro 1986 signatures. He is card number 8. And looks like it is an open edition. It would be, if it were going to be numbered, it would be right over there. So since it isn't over there, then we know it is, in fact, not numbered. Let me just label this up real quickly. And we're going to recap. Oh, I left you on the wrong page. Yeah, oh, you're like, wait a minute, hey. Yeah, I got all busy labeling up the redemption. I left you a setting, didn't I? All right, so once again, recapping cards that are numbered to 99 or below. I believe I stacked them all out separately, but listen, if there was one numbered 99 or below that I accidentally stacked in the other pile and you don't see it recap, don't worry, you're going to get it. Everything you've seen go through ships, so all the cards are going to ship. I just tried to kind of separate them out so that we could recap. So we're doing these teal velocities first. They're each numbered to 35. The first one you see is Garrett Cole for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt and the Cardinals, Christian Yelich and the Brewers, and then there's Diaz for the Marlins. And we got a wide variety of stuff after that. So we've got Danny Mendick to 75 for the White Sox, Strasburg Nationals 75, Blake Snell to 25, Tampa Bay Rays, Sandoval Angels 75, Matt Chapman to A's 25, Alzolay Cubbies 25, numbered to straight up 5, Tampa Bay Rays and Brandon Lowe. This is not numbered, but yet worthy of recap because, you know what, they don't come out very often. That is a Stars and Stripes Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. Graterol Dodgers 25, Whit Merrifield to 10, Kansas City Royals, Elvis Andrus to 60 for the Texas Rangers. There's Buster Posey to 75 for the Giants, Vlad Guerrero Jr. to 50, Toronto Blue Jays, Martajón 25, San Diego Padres, Matt Carpenter to 60 for St. Louis Cardinals. Now we've got a big stack here that are all numbered to 76. Trey Mancini, Orioles, Josh Bell, Pirates, Lorenzo Cain, Brewers, Sean Murphy, the A's, Mondesi, Royals, Charlie Morton, Tampa Bay Rays, Brian Anderson, Marlins, Matt Thies, whatever, Angels. There's another Brian Anderson for the Marlins. Obviously, I struggle with that guy's name. These are actually numbered to 100, but you know what? That's close enough to 99, right? So we'll look at them. This is Joey Gallo for the Rangers, Mike Trout, the Angels, Jeff McNeil for the Mets, Marcus Semien for the A's, and Mr. Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers. Now all of our autographs. You said Strong Crosby's here. Hi, Strong Crosby. How are you? You said same redemption. You watched 2 breaks, and the Robert Retro was the redemption in both. Wow. All right, then. Well, so I guess if ever you have the White Sox and you see redemptions, you probably have pretty good hope then, knowing that that seems to be how they're falling. So that's where this one goes. It's the retro 1986 signature Robert White Sox. Very nice hit. Victor Mesa, Miami Marlins, and that was a prism and a sticker. Yu Chang, Cleveland Indians. Yamamoto, Marlins to 5. The Fireworks, you don't see that often. It's a sticker as well. It's Tommy Edman for the St. Louis Cardinals. Bo Bichette Prism, that's going to the Blue Jays. This guy whose name I can't say, Gruion or something like that. It's the Phillies. Joe Palumbo, the Texas Rangers to 50. And there's Zach Collins for the White Sox. Here's Dalton Varsho. That one's out for the Diamondbacks. Prism, Mariners, Justin Dunn to 10. Yordan Alvarez, Astros. And you have Munoz for the Padres to 35, also a prism. A Shedlong Mariners prism. Was that one a sticker? Yeah, Shedlong was also a sticker. Some of these others may be stickers that I haven't read off too, but mostly I'm trying to say that if I see it. Danny Mendick and the White Sox. Sheldon Noose, Oakland A's to 99. Mr. Fernando Tatis Jr., numbered to 50. Padres. Logan Webb, Giants. Bobby Bradley, Indians. A.J. Puck, A's, one of what I believe are 2 for him when it's all said and done. Matt Chapman, numbered to 35, A's. Logan Allen, Indians. There is a nice, I forgot we hit this. This is a nice Joe Adele for the Angels. It came out way early on. I'd forgotten about it. It's numbered to 35. Lewis Thorpe, Minnesota Twins to 75. There's Jesus Luzardo for the A's. That is a prism. This one is on a pink velocity parallel. It's Edwin Rios for the Dodgers. And Travis Demeritte for the Tigers is a prism. There's your other A.J. Puck. This one is a prism. I don't think the other one was. That's Oakland A's. Sam Hilliard for the Rockies. And last but not least, the first one we saw tonight, Nico, Mr. Horner for the Cubbies, numbered 275. All right, so there's the break and the recap. Now, as I promised you, we are next going to take a little peek again at your anticipated shipping date and all that information, and then we'll buzz from that right over to taking a look at what we're going to be breaking in the days ahead. So, Saturday is when I'm projecting to get this out the door. Might be able to get it out the door sooner, and if I can, I certainly will. I will do my best, as always, to get it out to you quickly. So that's why it says plus or minus a day, but right now, Saturday, the anticipated date, all the cards ship. There were tons of cards. Every team is going to have cards, and since all the cards ship, everybody will have a package, and we don't need to worry about consolation cards in this particular break. As far as the days ahead, tomorrow night, here is what it looks like. A 10-box case of TriStar autographed mini football helmets and an 8-box case of Finest baseball. On Friday, it's a 20-box case of Clearly Authentic and a 20-box case quantity of Archive Signature Series Retired Player Edition. Those are loose boxes from shared cases, like we did tonight. Saturday and Sunday are both off nights. Monday night, we will come back and break another case of Luminance football. So that is how the days ahead are stacked up, and I guess that has got me wrapped up for tonight. So as always, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it very much. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week, and if I don't see you tomorrow night, hey, come back and see me sometime soon. Always enjoy the company. So until next time, take care, stay happy and safe and healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.